Hey everybody, this is Jeff Emery with Jim Wilt, reporting for Bytes by MSDN. How are you doing today?
Real good.
So we got a couple fun summer questions we're going to get into. The first one is, what's the coolest technology you've come across lately?
I'd say probably there's a lot of hype about it right now, but I've been working with my customers for about 4 years in it, and that's the cloud computing. At the level that it is now, it's at the very early stages, and I think because it's going to be, in my opinion, larger than the internet, I think it's just an exciting time to be in and learning about that.
What are the top 3 to 5 things to point people at this summer?
I think what I would say is I kind of have a philosophy that I think you learn things through the textual information that's out there. And if I'm going to be saying let's learn about cloud computing this summer, I'd say go to like the Harvard Business Review and Gartner, or Berkeley has a paper out about the cloud. Get the education that's from the academic perspective and the head smarts. But I also think that hands-on is the best way to learn anything. So I'd highly recommend going with something like Office Live. Get a free account for 30 days and then pay for the subscription. And that's the beginning of the cloud. So learn about what it is to have hosted services. Learn what it's like to manage and negotiate service level agreements. These are all the exercises that you're going to need when you get into cloud computing in the next 3 to 5 years. I also think that I run to counterbalance the technological bombardments that I have.
Right.
So if anybody can find something that's going to get a little exercise involved in their summer, it helps balance the technological struggles that we go through, especially with all the new technologies we're being bombarded with today. And it keeps you from doing harm to others as well.
Seriously, get out of the seat. Recommendation from Bytes MSDN, get out of your seat for a little bit. Whom do you look for updates on technology?
Lewis Curtis, who is probably the father of green computing, and his blog I follow to learn about what's going on in green computing.
For the data center, right?
For the data center.
Yeah. What part would you play in Star Trek?
What part would I play in Star Trek?
Any of the breadth from day one to
That's a
today.
Great question. Well, I followed the original series.
Okay.
And I think that and this is going to sound arrogant, I know, but I like the Captain Kirk position, but not from the perspective of I want to be that leader that orders people around. I'm the kind of Captain Kirk that is dependent on all the smart people around him.
Oh, interesting. Bring that back full circle now.
Exactly. So I depend on a Spock entity to give me judgment and character judgment and things like that. I need a Scotty entity that can just do the work. I need all the others, the psychic doctor, I can't think of her name right now, and all of the ones, even from the next generation. I can't wait to see the existing movie. But what I liked about the series, the early series, is Kirk totally relied on those around him. And I think that's exactly how I work my career. I totally rely on the smart people around me.
What's on your summer must read, see, or listen?
Thomas Friedman's Hot, Flat, and Crowded, and because of the green initiative of that. And it stems because I've been driving with biofuels since 2000, and I'm really into that green thing. But I think from an IT perspective, it's going to have a huge impact on us in the future.
The green initiative.
The green initiatives where perhaps in Europe they'll have it before we do in the United States, a carbon tax on your electricity consumption. So our data centers are going to, it's going to cost me more to have a server than because I'm paying a carbon tax to the government, for instance. So I just want to understand what this is all about and what the best ways to optimize things.
How do you prefer to get your tech? Videos, blogs, or podcasts, or books?
I really like these short videos like you're doing now. There's something about motion that and I'm an audio learner. I learn from hearing things. But I do like the videos, and books are difficult for me to read because I'm a slow reader. As I mentioned earlier, I have to look what other people are reading and listen to what they do. I do some of the channel. I guess probably Channel 9 is probably my most visited resource.
Right.
It's got just a rich library of information, and I think it's done in a quality fashion, so it's easy to read. I'm not a real YouTube fan because that's more my entertainment, but I do like YouTube for the entertainment aspect.
Double-edged swords there.
Yeah. So the problem is if I go to YouTube to watch a technical video, I end up watching some other videos that aren't technical and they're just fun.
Yeah, totally. Well, awesome. Well, this is Jeff Emery with TechZulu reporting for Bytes by MSDN. Thank you so much.
Thank you.